Hello guys, today I want to show you two things. First, a review of one of those cheap Chinese projectors, and second, since this is a gaming channel, we will be testing some games displayed on a wall with the use of mentioned projector. Let's get on to it. So, first things first, what kind of projector am I talking about? The one you can find plenty of on eBay or Amazon. All of them costing between 50 to 100 pounds, boasting high number of lumens and all from brands that you haven't heard of. You may notice that a decent projector from a known maker costs at around 200 or 300 pounds, so you see the difference is quite huge. Does it mean that it's bad? I've been asking that question myself and decided to give it a try. First, before I start reviewing, be warned, I have never seen a proper home screen projector, so there won't be no comparison, and my opinion of it is based purely on my impressions as an amateur in that matter. Let's start with specifications. Before I bought one, I did a bit of research on the specs, as some of these cheap equipment boasts in numbers that match and often surpass many well-known brands that are a few times more expensive. One of these is high number of lumens. Some have 1200, others are as high as 4000 lumens. Some of the tests made by bloggers at projectorcentral.com and personalprojector.co.uk have proved that the actual brightness of these Chinese brands can be as low as 60 and maximum of around 200 lumens. So there is a difference between models, but the real question here is, does it mean it's bad? Well, not necessarily, but let me answer that in second part of review, where I'll tell you about the model I have. Next thing that sounds promising on paper is extraordinary lamp life. From what I saw, known brands of projectors offer more or less 4000 hours. Now, I did not manage to find any specific info on lamp longevity, as probably none of the user used it for long enough and came back to tell about it, or either what it says on the box is true, 20,000 hours of lamp life. Then again, I wouldn't worry much even if these lamps can hold 1/10 of that. Why? Because for home use that amount of time would allow for 5.5 hours of using it daily for a whole year, and I doubt you would want to use it as your main means of watching TV. Why? We'll get to that later. One of the last thing that sounds too good to be true is that these projectors aren't even offering 720p, which is HD ready quality, but often they advertise Full HD. Watch the wording though, as they mention Full HD as supported. They mean that the device is capable of handling HD image, but downscales it to the native resolution that this device allows, 800 by 480. Having these things in mind, let me proceed to facts about this particular device which I decided to buy. Being no pro, I'm not in possession of a lumens measuring device, so I can't tell you how much it actually offers. I can answer though the question from first part of review. Is the image bright enough? The answer to that is, well, it depends. For me it was okay. I can tell you that I was able to enjoy watching a movie in a dark room during the night. If it's a bit lit, you'll still be able to see the image, but it's not good enough to watch it in comfort. A few of my friends who saw it in action shared similar opinion. So basically the image can go from around 32 inches up to 170 inches. With these devices it's obvious that the bigger the image, the lower the quality. In this case, low resolution doesn't really help the matter. However, I was really surprised that the difference between smallest and largest image didn't affect the image much noticeably. Of course, the pixels are larger and it doesn't get any more clear, but still, sitting in a proper distance is good enough for movies, especially the old ones. Games are a different story. Xbox 360 games will still look much better even on HD ready TV, but this doesn't mean that games are unplayable with projector. They are and do provide a lot of fun, especially if you invite friends over and plan to play FIFA. After a few beers, quality won't even matter much. The projector has a very basic sound output. It doesn't really offer much, but I think it's still better than my Philips monitor built-in speakers. Don't expect any quality, but you can be sure they offer enough power in terms of decibels. I watch whole movie without being bothered to connect something better. Yes, you can connect your own speakers. So the projector has few inputs: headphones, AV cable, SD card, two USB ports, HDMI and VGA. The one I've got comes with a remote and a HDMI cable, which is adequate to the capabilities of the device. QKK Company offers full customer service with 12 working hours response time, plus 12 months guarantee. I haven't had the need to contact them, but it does sound promising. Projector has a keystone which allows to correct the image when the projector is not standing on a flat surface. Although it does help to straighten the image, it makes it blurry on lower or upper part, as one of these parts are closer or further than the other. Small inconvenience which can be fixed by placing the device on flat and even surface. Overall, I must admit that I'm pleased with the image the projector can deliver. I wouldn't be so happy about it if I'd spend more than £50. It has one good thing about it: quality to price ratio. And to be fair, the fact that it's delivered with remote and a cable is also something worth mentioning. Among the cons, I have to mention the noise it makes and heat it produces, although both are bearable. So if you consider buying one, I'd say give it a try, but only if you haven't had a proper projector before. Anyway, you probably won't find a cheaper screen or TV which you could use from time to time, and this is exactly what it's good for. A bedroom TV or screen for a party. Not good for regular use though. Last good thing, buying on Amazon, most of them can be easily returned if you feel unsatisfied.